Hey guys, just give me 1 minute. Right. All right, just giving everybody about a minute or so to log in as I share the link. And then I'm going to be going over what I am looking at doing for this fully automated copier. It's very simple. How it works is basically you keep full control over the investment, and I'll go over it in a little bit as I said, but you're gonna keep full control and you're just gonna connect your account to my account. So when I place a trade, the same trade is automatically copied in your account. That's how it's gonna work. It's gonna be pretty straightforward, and that's how I'm gonna set it up. Good night. So as I said, right, a minute is up. So I'm gonna start explaining the program. Whatever you all miss, right? You just take it from there. So what group, Narendra? What group? Because if you have this link already in your free Telegram group, so you mean one of the paid groups. So the only option that's available for registration right now is if you wanted to learn, which is the Forex 101 option that starts in February. That's the program that I've been talking about. And now I'm sharing basically the second option, which is gonna be the fully automated copier. So that's basically the options, right? So let me get into the copier. How the copier is going to work like this. So I jotted down some points here just to make sure I kind of cover everything. So how my copier works is simple. You're going to keep full control over your investment. I know you hear a lot of those horror stories where you hear you give somebody money and the money disappear. Programs like this crypto program the other day, primordial, and money just disappear. And this is what I'm doing. I allow the clients to open their accounts in their name. So you're not giving me your invested capital or the money that you are looking to invest at all. You're gonna keep full control over that money. So it's open, it's a trading account in your name where you go ahead and do the deposit, and then you're gonna link that account to my master account. So when I place a trade, it's gonna copy automatically in your account. You don't need to be in front of the computer. You don't need to have VPN running, nothing like that. You simply gonna, once you set it up, you just sit back. When I place a trade, it copies. When I make money, you make money. When I lose money, you lose money. As I say, I am going to be one of the most transparent people with it. There will be times where we make a lot of money. There will be times where it's slow, and there will be times where we can't take a loss. That is possible as well, right? So all of that you would have to understand if you are doing the copier. When I lose, you would also lose, but when I make, you would also make, right? How I set it up, it's a flat structure fee. So basically, there's no additional payments. So I will cover the payments, but in terms of what you have to understand is in a month where we make more, you're not paying me more because I do a flat fee. So you would know upfront, all right, my fee for this level is $500. And even if I'm saying 30% is my target and we go on to make, let's say 80% in that particular month, you're not paying me any more money, right? You're gonna pay your flat fee. That's it. The balance is yours in profits, right? You could withdraw at any time. Again, the way how this program is set up, I'm allowing you to set up a broker account. You're gonna open and fund the broker account, but you keep full control. There's no restrictions per se. The only thing I would say is, let's say we have open positions, at least try and wait for a position to close out because you don't want to interfere with the margin. But other than that, there's no restrictions like, hey, you need to wait 21 days to do this. You need to wait. It's no restrictions like that. On the deposit. So everything is in US because remember we're talking about trading, right? So basically, you would have to open your and fund your trading account that is going to be in US. Your profits and your fees are in US. As I said, I will cover the fees just now, but basically everything is in US. So your profits, you have to sort it out in US in terms of, I know we have to convert here, you use your credit card, you do your deposits, stuff like that. But at the same time, when you make your profits and you're withdrawing your profits, it's also going to be in US, right? It comes back to you in US, right? My target for this program is going to be 30% per month. Now, in the last month or so, I've shown you all how I outperform 30%. But as I said, there can be slow months. There can be months where we make more than 30%, and there can also be months where maybe we have a losing month. That is just part of it. And what happens the same way we have a losing day, and the next day we can make it back up in trading, it works the exact same way, right? So the target is 30%. I'm gonna share in the group with y'all because, as I said, I can't message on the live. But what I will do is I'm gonna share in the group with y'all after, and we're currently up 17% already. So my target is 30%. Today is the 3rd of February. So in 2 trading days, I'm up 17%. So meaning if you were on level one, let's say a $500 account, 500 US dollar account that you funded, you're talking about $85 that will be up already. And we have the balance of the month to still go. So I'm going to share that with y'all again. What I am doing for this program, you all could check in at any time. I'm going to share the link in the group as well. And I'm in the group, and on the link, you'd basically be able to see the performance. So it's a MyFX book account that I'm doing where I have the master account linked to that. So you could clearly see, all right, we made 15%. You would have also made 15%. The balance does not matter. Everybody balance might be different, but the percentage is what you'll see. So you'll see, all right, yes, this month we made 50%. Next month we made 10%. And that's what you'd be able to see moving forward, right? So I am going to share the link with you all in the group after, and you all could click on that link at any time and you'd be able to see the performance because, as I said, I'm trying to keep it fully transparent, right? And then there will be, well, I already covered that. There'll be slow months, even losing months. As I said, I don't like to give people bad expectations. A lot of people come and they feel, all right, hey, I'm going to put my rent money here, and in a week time, I'm going to triple it. And then that week could be the slow week. That week could be the losing week. So I don't encourage that type of trading at all. Trading is something that you work with a period. So the same way as I said, you could have a losing day and then win the next day and then win the next day and then a slow day. It works the exact same way, whether it's daily, weekly, monthly. It happens, right? This is how the levels are going to work. In terms of the spots that I am going to be opening up, I'm opening up spots in the first 3 levels of the program. So I have other levels, but for now, I'm just opening up spots in the first 3 levels. Level one would be a 500 US dollar account, where that's the money that's in your trading account. Level two is going to be a $1,000 account, and level three is going to be a 5,000 US dollar account. Now, how it's going to work is like this. Level one, which is a $500 account, is going to cost you 715 US dollars. That includes the 500. There's a registration fee. The registration fee is a one-time fee. How it works is when you start in the program, you're going to pay the registration fee. You're going to deposit your $500 into the account, and there's a 15 US dollar connection fee. The $15 fee, it is a monthly fee. That's the I use a company out of the UK that keeps the accounts connected. So remember, it's fully automated, right? So they connect the accounts, and their fee is $15. So that's what you pay. I'm not charging anybody anything additional on that. You're gonna pay them directly the $15 and connect your account. Once you do that, there's nothing else for you to do. So basically, month one, if you wanted to take a level one spot with the $500 option, it's going to cost you 715 US dollars in total. The registration, the 500 in your account, and $15 connection fee. After that, the level one is going to cost you 97.99 US dollars monthly. Again, because as I said, how my programs work, I set up all of my programs like a business. It doesn't make sense that I'm charging you $100 for a level and I'm making $15 for you. Then you're going to have to be paying that out of pocket. It makes no sense. So what I try to do is I have all my levels priced in a way that if I'm charging you $100, it's because I'm trying to make $300-400, and the program could pay for itself moving forward, right? So level one, right? Level one is, as I said, 715. Level two is a $1,000 account. The registration for that level is $400, and the connection fee is the same $15. So the connection fee does not change with your balance at all. The connection fee stays at the $15. And that's 450 that's sorry, 1,415 US dollars month. Not monthly, sorry, in the first month. That's your registration, $1,000 in your trading account, 15 US dollar connection fee. Level 3 is a 5,000 US dollar account. it's 2,000 US to register the $5,000 account. Same 15, and it's gonna be 7,000 $15 US to get started. Level 1 monthly is $97.99. Level 2 monthly is $197.99. And level 3 monthly is $597.99. Again, 17%. Let's use the same 17% that we're currently up now at the 3rd of the month. On a $500 account, you'd have been up $85. $97 is the fee for the entire month. So meaning Monday next week, let's say I place a trade, close out our trade, we're going to cover the fee, and then the balance of the month, the profit is yours. Remember, even if I make the fee early, I am not charging you an additional percentage. Remember, I said it's a flat fee structure. So your fee does not change. You wouldn't know, all right, when I cross into level 2, my fee is going to go up to X, but it stays at that until you cross into level 3 and level 4 and level 5. That's how the program works. So there'll never be a case where, all right, this month I make more money for you and you have to come and say, all right, I need to pay you more money. That's not how it works, right? I went through the levels. That's basically how the program works, guys. So it's straightforward. Again, you basically open and fund a broker account with the broker that we use. The broker that I use is AvaTrade, but you have to use my link to open, especially for the copier, in order for it to be set up properly. So how it works, basically you pay the registration fee. You're going to get a welcome email. The welcome email has the link to open and fund your broker account. You're then going to reply to the welcome email with some information that we asked for. Once you reply to that, you're going to get the link to connect the account, which is to set up the $15, right? Yes, I've done this before. It's a program that I did previously as well, right? I'm just opening up some spots in it for y'all, right? So it's a $15 connection fee. You pay the connection fee. After you set up the connection fee, that's it. You sit back, you have the app on your phone again, because I'm allowing you to keep full control. It's your account. So no, it's not using DupliTrade. So yeah, so you set up, you have control. So at any time, you could, just like how you would pull up your regular MetaTrader 4 app on your phone, you could pull up the app, you could see the performance. So you could see on your own, we made $50 today, or we lost $10 today. You could see that at any time. There's no need to try to reach out to me to see the performance, because I am allowing you to keep full control. I'm not taking that investment money at all. That's not how it works. It's staying in your name. You have the control, right? So that's basically the steps. You pay the registration. You can close manually if you wish. I don't recommend it. The point of a copier, or the point of a program like this, would be for me to manage the trades for you. So you're trying to take advantage of my 18 plus years of trading. When you start to interfere with the trades, it throws off the performance. For instance, we might be down on a trade $20 and you say, you know what, I'm going to close it out. And then that trade turns around and makes us $100. Because remember, you only actually take a loss when you close a trade, right? Not when the trade is open and down. But some of y'all might start to panic. You say, all right, hey, we down $20. I'm closing this trade now. That trade turns around and make $100 for us. I count that as a win because I know on the program I did it, right? And we made $100. The next trade we lose $50. Your account would show a loss of $70 in total, while all the other accounts would show a net of $50 because we won 100 and lost 50. But because you interfere with it, and that's the thing, when you set up this, I am not going to know what's going on with the individual accounts. I deal with the master account, and whatever happens in the master account copies automatically to the other accounts. So if you start interfering with this on your own, you are going to throw off the performance, but it's also not going to be my fault. It's going to be your fault because I am doing what I'm doing. So when my records show, hey, we made 50% for this month, your records will be different because you was interfering with the trades separately. So in this particular program, you're taking advantage of the fact that I know what I'm doing and I'm going to be placing the trade. So like how in the group, in my Telegram group, sometimes I'll tell you all right, go ahead, manage the trade like this, do that. Some of you all might miss that instruction. Some of you all might miss the entry. maybe you're not around. Some of you all say you have your jobs, your 9 to 5, so you're not in front of the computer. This program in particular allows you to benefit from the fact that whether nobody else is doing it, remember I trade for a living. This is what I do full time. So I am going to be placing a trade whether or not anybody is in the program or not. So that's what you are connecting to. And I manage it when I close out, when I take profits. That's how it's going to work. Right? Um, for this particular program, you need to use the broker that I recommend, and I'll explain to you why as well. One, the difference in spreads between brokers. So remember, if my broker has a 2 pip spread, but your broker has a 5 pip spread, this is how it affects it. Again, when sometimes the market might go up. So for instance, the gold trade that we took with Alva trade, I had a stop at I think 2068 is where I told you to put the stop. The market pushed to 2065 and then turned around and we were profitable, right? Um, what ended up happening is that if you had a different broker and your broker spread is higher, you probably got stopped out. So for a copier program, it's better if everybody is on the same platform. If everybody's on the same platform, so that way it keeps the results consistent across the board. Right? Is it standard lot size when trade is placed for smaller accounts? So again, everything is done automatically because this program is designed to do different account balances. It automatically adjusts the lot size for each account. And even as the account grows, so what you will see happening is that if you started off with a $500 account and let's say it was trading by 10 cents and then it goes up to a $1,000 account, you might see it automatically. The next trade I place would be trading at 30 cents and it adjusts it automatically for you. Again, you don't have anything to do other than sit back. So as I continue to trade and I continue to grow the account, the lot sizes would adjust automatically as we go forward. Because remember how it works. Remember, it's let's say 20 people start, 20 people with different account balances. So it's gonna adjust the lot sizes accordingly. And everything is done. As I said, that's why this is one of the only fully automated copiers. So there's there's nothing for the client to do. And the way how it's set up, the way how I have it set up is that I am trading one account. Whereas if it had 20 accounts and I'm trying to manage 20 accounts and I have to log in 20 times to place one trade, this entry different, that entry different, by the time, if it's one of those big moves, by the time I get in, the last client could have a totally different price. And so everything is fully automated, even from on my end and for the client. Right? So that's why with the copier, with how I do it, it only makes sense for me for everything to be fully automated. So that way, when I press buy now, it sends the same trade to all 50 accounts attached to the program like that, and it goes from there. Hey, Daryl. All right. Let me see, with a $500 account, how long do you think it will take for you to bring that account to 2K? So remember, all right. So as I said, remember I explained to you all, I've done this program, and as I said, I'm always fully transparent with you all. I've done this program before, and sometimes we'd have real good months, sometimes we'd have losing months. It's different. So it's hard to say, yes, all right, we'd make 2,000 in a month time. It's hard to say we'd make 10,000 by X time. Is something that what I try to do is take it month by month. So if let's say this month we basically make 30%, we make the target, then you're looking at a $500 account would be 150. So your balance will go to 650. And then if you make 30% again the next month, you're looking at what, 6 trees is 18, let me say about $2,000. So it will grow, and you realize it go to 1,000. But then when it gets to 1,000, it'll basically then say, all right, we basically 30% again would basically be what, $300 this time now. And then we keep scaling and growing like that while you're doing withdrawals along the way. So what I used to do before, I used to encourage clients to try and scale, but then let's say we take a loss on the account. So what I do now, I do a mix. Right? I do a mix. So I tend to do all right. If we have a good week and let's say we make the 30%, I'll tell the client, all right, here what to do. Go ahead and do a withdrawal. Let's withdraw 150, leave 150. Because remember how it will work, as I explained, your lot sizes would automatically adjust as your balance gets bigger, right? So let's say we do 30% now, you take off part and then you leave part. So that way, you're gonna get the benefit of being able to withdraw and also scale the account rather than leaving all the profits on the table. No, so the only limitation would be, remember, you need your minimum balances, right? So if you put in $500, you don't want to be taking out, you don't want to take out for the balance to go under five, right? As I said, if you put in five, let's say I make $300 profit for you, I would say, all right, cool. A good practice would be maybe take out one, leave two, or take out two, leave one, so that you're not going right back to where you started. And that way you would get to scale the account without you having to put out more capital, but you're also gonna get the ability to withdraw and benefit from the program rather than leaving it. Yes, so in terms of, so that's the only, as I said, with this broker, the broker, there's two ways to fund the broker that I use for this program. It will either be by credit card or it'll be by wire transfer. The issue with us in Trinidad here now with the US shortage is that if you're trying to do wire transfer, you need to actually have US cash to be able to do a wire transfer. I don't have a start date for this program as yet. I'm just giving out the information for you all now. I need to see when I am going to open up some spots for it. But I was just doing this in terms of sharing the information with you all. All right, or you use Skrill to fund it, right? I think Skrill does allow you can fund the Ava account with Skrill as well. So that maybe Skrill as well is an option too. Yeah. Any questions on the program? As I said, this one is about this program. I don't think they use Wise to fund. I don't think so. Not AvaTrade. I don't think so. I will double check and get some more information on the funding, but I know what was available. Because I recently had some broker changes, like the broker that I used to use for my US clients. I can't use them again. They stopped taking crypto deposits. So I need to get a US broker as well. I don't think they have Wise, but I will double check. But I know for sure the options that was available to us here would have been the credit card or bank transfer. Any other questions on the program? Yeah, a lot of those things is regulations, right? So what tends to happen is broker regulations kind of change for them to stay active in different zones, right? Then basically what they have to do is update the regulations, and sometimes when they update the regulations they won't be able to stay in a particular area. So sometimes you'd see a broker, I've seen it happen over the years, a broker would have to close out all the US clients, will have to close out all the Trinidad clients, depending on the region, depending on what they're looking for moving forward. um so that's the thing. Credit card, in terms of the broker that I use, they don't allow any third party transactions. So if the credit card that you're using is not in your name, you just have to also open the broker account in that person's name. So let's say you was using your dad's card and your dad name is John. It has to be, when you're opening the account, you can't open the account in Devin's name and then use John card to fund it. It has to open in John's name, use John's card, and then the deposit will go through. So, like for some of y'all, two options. This is what I say. Scotiabank has a credit card that they attach to a fixed deposit. So that is what I recommended for a couple of clients, right? Scotia not paying me for this. This might be the second time I'm talking about it. But what they do is this. If you wanted to put $10,000 into the trading account, 10,000 TT, let's say, right? Just using that as a figure. Then I would say go to Scotia, take that 10,000, put it on a fixed deposit, apply for the credit card, right? You're doing it all in one. Apply for the credit card. They'll then give you a credit card for the same amount, the 10,000. So you end up with the card in your name, right? And then you go ahead and use that card to fund your account. Everything is in your name and it's straightforward, moving forward like that. So no, I don't trade crypto like that. I do some personal trading on crypto, but I don't trade crypto for clients. Yes, I will keep you posted on it. Yeah, NFP worked out nicely. I honestly don't like doing it all the time, but there are times where everything lines up and I will trade it. Other than that, I tend to stay out of fundamental trading. I focus on technical trading, so when the technicals line up, I will trade. But in terms of the announcement, because I've been trading long enough that I tend to see sometimes there'll be times where announcement comes out positive and the market reacts negatively. There'll be times when, yeah, when the market news comes out negative and the market goes bullish. And so there's different things like that. It more, for me, I rather just stay out of that push and then you'll get a correction and then it could enter again. And you go like that. But yeah, but this time it lined up nicely. So that's why I took that trade with y'all. Yeah. All right. And for those of you all, don't forget, as I said, the February program where you're gonna learn and what I'm doing, I'm also doing discounts. So if you're already enrolled in the February program, or if you do enroll in that, you're also gonna get discounts. When I do launch the copy, you're also gonna get first preferences. Let's say only 20 spots open and I have 20 people in the other program. Unfortunately, they are gonna get first preference with the program. So if it is you're all really interested in learning, as I said, for 2024, make sure and get a spot in the February program. And we're gonna really get things going from there, where we're gonna be working together for 6 months. 6 months, we're gonna jam, we're gonna work together, we're gonna trade together, trade different market conditions, and then practice, trade, and then we start live trading probably 2 months into the 6 months. So for about 4 months, we are gonna be trading live together, where you could then actually generate capital, generate funds. Some of you all here I know have spots already. If you don't have a spot and you are interested, you could always shoot me an email. Any questions, any other questions based on the copier? Let me just run over it again. Just one last recap. Steps is this. You're going to pay the registration fee based on the level that you are going to have, right? So as I said, I'm opening level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1 is $500, right? Level 2 is $1,000. Level 3 is $5,000. You're going to pay a registration based on your level. So it's going to be 200, 400, and 2,000 based on which one. You're going to get your welcome email. You're going to follow the steps in the welcome email, open and fund your broker account. Send us the information, right? Then you're going to get the connection email. So it's 2 emails, the welcome email and then the email with the connection steps. You're going to pay the $15. That fee does not change based on your account balance. So you could go up to account balance of 100,000. You're still only going to pay $15 in terms of the connection fee. That does not change. That is to connect your account to mine, where you don't have to do anything, where you don't have to have your computer on, nothing like that. You're just going to connect it, enter the information, so that when I place a trade, it automatically copies in your account. Once you do the connection step, that's it. So the registration fee covers your first month. After the first month, level 1 is going to be $97.99. Level 2 is going to be $197.99. And level 3 is going to be $597.99. Again, I have these programs set up in a way where basically the fees are covered. So as I said, for instance, we're up 17%. On level 1 right now, you would have been up $85. And the fee is $97. So in another day or 2 days, we cover the fee and then everything else to the balance of the month is profit. On $1,000 account, it would be 170. Very similar. 197 is the fee. Couple days we're gonna make that. And on a $5,000 account, you'd be up $850 already. And the fee for that is 597. So you'd already be in profit on a $5,000 account. Everything is in US. So these fees that I'm quoting here is in US. So that's what I said. To register to get started on the first month for a $500 account, or for level 1, you're going to need 715 US. For level 2, a $1,000 trading account, you're going to need 1415, so 1,415 US dollars. And for level 3, a $5,000 account, you're going to need 7,015 US dollars. But as I said, so for instance, the monthly fee is 597 for 5,000. We already up 850 on a $5,000 account. And as I said, I'm going to be sharing the performance link with you all, so you all could see what we already did so far. So again, with me, I'm not just going to sit here and quote figures for you all. All of you all are familiar with MyFX book. If you are not, it's a third-party verification software that tracks everything that I do with that master account that I'm sharing with you all. So I'm gonna send that information, and you all could see the information for yourself, and then you could judge whether you want to get involved or not. Any questions before I wrap the session up? If no more questions, then that's it for the session. I see y'all guys. I'll be looking for some trades tomorrow. Please go on. I don't know. All right, so just now I'll be looking for some trades tomorrow. Please go on for this upcoming week. I'm not doing a live tomorrow, but I'll share with you all. I was looking at probably March, as I said, but the start date is not confirmed as yet. I'm also trying to confirm, because I was trying to confirm interest. Based on your interest, then I would know exactly when I'm gonna start, right? When you say the masterclass, my February program that I'm doing, the February program starts the 28th of February. That's when the first session is gonna be, but registration is already open for that. Yeah, so the 28th is when the session starts. That's the education. Was that the registration for it? PayPal or bank transfer or local bank transfer in TT is possible as well, but the PayPal allows you to pay monthly, so you pay every month for the 6. If it's crypto or bank transfer, basically you have to pay for 2 months in advance. So you have to pay for 2 months at a time, and then 2 months after you pay for another 2 months, and then you pay the last payment, you pay for the last 2 months. But yeah, if it's PayPal, you sign up with the link and you basically pay once a month. All right, guys. So that's it for the session. Have a good night. I'll talk to you all soon.